Hey guys, so this video is on intros. Super excited about this video. It is a review kind of demo situation on the Ace Beaute Paradise collection. And in this video I go through every palette and create a look out of it and kind of show you how they're working on my eyes. So yes. The first palette is the Paradise Fallen palette, and it looks like this. This was originally the one I was most excited for because I'm a cool toned hoe. You'll see there was like a point where I was having trouble getting pigment to stick on a certain point of my eye, but that's normally with most looks I do. I just have a spot on my eye that stuff just doesn't want to stick to or blend to or whatever. So it totally could have just been my eye, but just keep that in mind. Also, with these palettes I do get fallout, but fallout is not an issue for me. I just don't care about it. Like, I do my eyes first anyways, and then you can just wipe it off, so I don't see why fallout is a problem. And then the next palette is the Blossom Passion palette. And this one, I didn't think I was going to be excited for it at all, but then when it actually came, I was pumped because there's so many like poppy shades in here, and poppies are like my favorite flower. Color Carnation, it's so bright and pretty. This color actually right here, Seduction, when I was putting it on, I was thinking it was going to be a black, but it's actually a deep purple, like kind of like the inside of a poppy, you know? I was so excited when I realized that wasn't a black, that was actually like a deep purple. I think that is so unique and such a cool idea for this palette, and it really adds to it, if you know what I mean. I didn't have any issues with this one. I'm pretty sure the Paradise Fallen palette, I just had some issues going on with my eye that day. It's kind of up and down, my eyes, you know. I originally went in with Orchid. I love it, I think it's gorgeous, but I just wanted something a little brighter, so I ended up putting Peony over it. Not because Orchid didn't work out for me, I just wanted something brighter for that particular look. But I think the shimmers in these palettes, like all of them, they're such unique shades. Eyeshadow shades can get so repetitive, like you'll have 4 palettes that have like the exact same shades, but these palettes have such unique shades. I think it's awesome. Next palette I worked with was the Ace Beauty Slice of Paradise palette. I think that this is probably the one I was least excited for, just because I've seen so many rainbow palettes already, but this is a very smart rainbow palette. All these shades work together so well. There really is a crazy amount of different things you can do with this palette, and I think that's awesome. And I actually ended up liking working with this one like the most, I think, because it was just so fun. All the colors are so pigmented and they blend so well. Even these blues, I always find that it's hard for bright blues like this to blend, and like this deep purple, but I had no problem with this. These shades, even though a lot of them are so different, they blend together like nobody's business. I did a look and I did like quite a few colors on my eye, and I didn't have a problem blending any of the colors together at all. It didn't get muddy. I cannot stand when I'm using a colorful palette and I'm using lots of different shades and it just ends up into one muddy mess and it just looks like I used one color. Really liked this one, but yeah. And again, it's like a rainbow palette, but the shades are so not typical for like rainbow palettes you would see on the market today. I like it. And the one that I have on my eyes right now is the Classical Paradise. Packaging on this one is probably my favorite, and here's what the inside looks like. Again, the shimmer shades are very unique and so pretty. I'm actually bummed I didn't use Sunflower today. I should have, but yeah, I think especially in the fall, I mean, I wear fall colors all the time anyways, but I'm excited to play around with these in the fall a little bit more. like the others, I didn't really have any issues at all. I was so impressed with this orange. You'll see in the clip. I was so impressed with the orange I put under my lash. It blended amazingly and it was crazy pigmented. I was impressed. All these shades worked so well together. There's not a shade in this palette that you're like, why is this in here, or this doesn't go at all. All the color combination of these palettes was thought about so like well, you can tell. Everything works together beautifully. I mean, there's always been people who have been into colorful makeup, but I feel like recently it's starting to get more on trend, if you know what I mean. Like the majority is starting to kind of like dip their toes into it a little bit more. And I think this is a crazy smart collection to come out with, especially right now because of that. Lots of brands will come out with a colorful palette and you know that'll be it. That's their colorful palette, but these are 4 different colorful palettes with completely different color stories, which I think is important, especially when you're trying to get your audience into color, because maybe cool tones intimidate them. That's okay because they have different options here. Colorful palette for everybody who's gonna be getting into color, you know what I mean? Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there, and I'll see you in my next one if you watch it.